If I woke up tomorrow with my memory wiped, no network, no skills, and with a stranger holding a gun to my head saying I had to make between 5 to 10K a month in the next 90 days, otherwise my brains are hitting the pavement, here's exactly what I do. I apologize for the dramatic intro, but I had to make sure you watch this video. If you're new here, my name is Marcus Gilhooly, and I've been in the online business space for the last 5 years, and I've managed to make upwards of $4 million with my marketing agency, and I run a coaching program called Club Closer, where I've helped over 150 guys secure location freedom and work towards making their first 6 figures online. And in this video, I'm gonna walk you through step by step the exact process I would use to get up between 5 to 10K a month in the next 90 days if I was forced back to zero. Now, like I said, I've got zero money, zero network, zero skills, and zero memory, which is pretty much exactly where I started when I first got into the online business space those 5 years ago. The only difference is back then I lacked the ability to think super logically, and this time around I'll give myself that one advantage. And as someone who's got zero money, zero connections, and zero knowledge, I'd obviously start by doing some research. I'd look up some different ways that I could actually bring value to the market and of course get compensated for it. And in my research, I'd obviously come down a few different avenues I could go into. One of the most popular being I could start my own business. But as the logical thinker that I am, I wouldn't just blindly jump into something like that, like I did the first time around. I'd start by doing an honest assessment of myself and the business opportunity at hand. I'd ask myself, what skills are required to start a business? Do I possess any of those skills? And if not, how can I quickly learn those skills? What skills are required to start my own business? Sales, marketing, lead generation, service delivery, accounting, recruiting, ads, funnels, hiring, human resources, client management, and the list could go on and on. Second question being, do I have any of those skills? Well, obviously not if I'm starting from scratch. And the third part being, how long would it take to learn all of those skills? In short, it's gonna be a hell of a lot longer than 90 days. And if I don't figure this out in the next 90 days, well, let's just say I won't be able to learn any of those skills ever again. So with that in mind, starting a business is really off the table for me. But as the logical thinker that I am, I'd realize that when you reduce it down to first principles, the amount of money you make is entirely dependent on the skills that you have. And if I want to become someone that can make a lot of money, I'd better learn an in-demand skill, like fast. But what's the best skill to learn? What skill can I not only learn in the next 30 to 60 days, but will actually allow me to make at least 5 to 10K a month within the next 90, and ideally more on a longer term horizon? Because I don't know about you, but after I survive my 90-day death sentence, I've got aspirations to make a hell of a lot more than just 10K a month. And if I'm gonna pour my time into learning a skill, it needs to have the upside potential to making me a lot more in the future. Which brings me to the next question. What is the most valuable skill in the market right now? Scratch that. What's always been the most valuable skill in the market and will always be the most valuable skill in the market? The answer is sales. Exchanging value for money via sales is the foundation of every single business on planet Earth. Because here's the thing, a business can have the best product or the best service in the world, but if they can't sell it effectively, they won't make any money. And that's kind of the whole point, right? You see, all business is, at its core, is a simple exchange of product or service for cash, which is a transaction that must be facilitated by a salesperson. And that's nothing new. Sales has been around since the beginning of time. Before we were selling products or services in exchange for currency, we were trading salt for cloth, bread for meat, and silk for tools. And guess what? Back then, the people that could sell the best acquired the most wealth, provided for their families, never went hungry, provided value to others, and got what they wanted out of life. And today, there is no difference. People who can communicate effectively and can persuade people to do their bidding have the most valuable skill set in the world. And historically, the people that had this skill set were the same people that were able to acquire the most wealth. Sounds a bit greedy, I know, but it's actually not. Because in order to use sales as a tool to get what you want, you need to create value by giving others what they want. And it's a beautiful thing when used for good. Not only does it allow you to generate wealth, but it allows you to positively impact the people you sell to. To put it simply, the best skill to get to 5, 10K a month is sales. Because the better you get at it, the more money you will make over time. Rather than trying to compete in an oversaturated market where it's easy to get squeezed as prices get driven down and the skills required to compete go up, I realized it's much smarter to join forces with already successful businesses, learn from them, and make money in the process. I wouldn't have to learn a million skills at once and fall victim to the age-old cliche, jack of all trades, master of none. And I'd simply master one skill and ride on the coattails of already successful businesses by selling their products or services that are already in high demand. But as a logical guy that I am, I wouldn't stop there. Now that I've identified the best skill to learn to get to 5 to 10K a month, I wouldn't just go and get any old sales job. I'd take my time to identify which sales jobs have the highest leverage, aka which sales jobs will make me the most amount of money with the least amount of effort. Because as Warren Buffett once said, it doesn't matter how hard you row, it matters what boat you get in. And with a little bit of research, I'd realized that the best sales opportunities in 2024 are in the realm of remote high ticket closing. And high ticket closing is just a buzzword for people that sell high priced product or services in the online space for hefty commissions. High ticket offers could include things like 10K online coaching packages, 5K a month marketing services, 20K mastermind memberships, or 50K business consultancy packages, all of which can be sold remotely from your laptop. And because all these offers are relatively expensive with such high profit margins, I wouldn't need to sell many of them to hit 5 to 10K a month. Closing just 10 to 20 deals a month could easily get me to 10K plus. And just for context, this is exactly what I teach people inside my coaching program, Club Closer. We've helped over 150 guys transition into the space, many of which quitting their 9-to-5s, starting to make money alongside their university degrees, and quitting their failing marketing agencies. Just like Sean, who went from grinding it out in his corporate sales job to quitting and going full-time with high ticket closing, in which he now makes over 20K a month. Or Matthias, who went from being on welfare, spending most of his days attending therapy, to managing an 8-figure sales team and making over 25K a month in just under a year with high ticket closing. Or Tom, who's collecting $1,000 for every single close while studying at university. And these are just a few testimonials from the guys inside Club Closer to show you what is possible when you focus in on just learning one high demand skill and then applying it to an extremely high leveraged market like high ticket sales. So in summary, if I was forced to start over again at zero with 90 days to live, unless I could figure out how to make 5 to 10K a month in the next 90 days, I'd learn sales and I'd become a remote high ticket closer. But honestly, I'd choose that route whether my life was on the line or not, because by learning the most valuable skill in business and selling for 7, 8, even 9-figure online business owners, I'd be getting paid to learn the skills I would need in order to start my own business and start hitting 100K a month in the future. So rather than wasting a bunch of time and money trying to start a business from scratch, when I have zero skills or experience, I take the fast track and I go and get paid to learn those skills. Then revisit the business 12 months later when I had the capital and I had the knowledge I know I needed. So I hope you got value from watching this video to the end, and I hope you've got a better grasp on how to bring value to the marketplace. So please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel to see more sales content. And if you want to learn more about high ticket closing, you could check out a link to my coaching program below, or you could just watch some more of my YouTube videos and check out my Instagram where I kind of post more free sales content daily.